My name is Dylan. I've been with the business since October 2019. Joined actually as an associate consultant, worked my way up, and now a sales manager focused on expanding our footprint across the US. Joined as a 19-year-old who didn't really know what he wanted, but knew he wanted something. And I was interviewing at 3, 4, 5 different places. And was actually lucky enough to get a load of offers. I came here and within 20 minutes, I bought into the people, I bought into Adam and I bought into Harrison, and it literally took me 20 minutes. I didn't know recruitment, I didn't even know sales, I just knew people. And I knew them two could show me where I wanted to get to. So my progression at Strive has been relatively quick, to be honest. So I joined as an associate consultant and after 3 months was promoted. So it's funny because Max, one of the other managers, did his first deal before me, and it really broke me, to be honest. And I remember after 4 months, I did a double deal in a day and I actually beat him. So I basically got promoted after 3 months in the business. I then spent 12 months as a consultant. My issue was my 12 months as a consultant was during COVID. So in an economically tough time, politically tough time, people didn't really know what was going on. It was a really difficult time to learn a trade. However, if I actually look back and be quite self-aware of myself, that was the pivotal moment in what's made me to who I am. Not only as a recruiter and a professional, but like as a person today. I spent 12 months in that position, and then I was fortunate enough to get an opportunity to move into business development. So I focused on expanding our new logo footprint across EMEA, and mainly actually Germany. I developed some really key relationships in Germany and built some big champions in the space. And then I was again fortunate enough to become like a go-to-market growth partner for like a boutique venture capitalist firm. So I chose that path for 12 months, and as a business, we then decided, right, EMEA is a good position at the moment. Let's now start looking at North America. So with that, I've always had from day one, I said this to Adam, said it to Harrison, I want to be involved in that American expansion. I want to look back in 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years time and say, wow, I was quite instrumental in early success of Strive in North America, and that's now where my focus is. So I stepped away from business development and focused on building our initial founding teams, and it's been amazing so far. We've had some great success in the business. Again, progression has been really fast, but listen, I've enjoyed every step of the way. My biggest achievements at Strive, of course, as a consultant sort of through the early days was being like the top biller. I was lucky enough to get the award a couple of times, and I'm really, really engaged in becoming number one. But what I've realised, I've stepped into management probably 12 months ago. My number one biggest achievement now is seeing the impact that I can have on other people. Seeing somebody get the first 10 grand paycheck, or seeing somebody buy a watch or buy a house, whatever it is, like now seeing the impact that I can have on other people's lives. I didn't know what I wanted to achieve at Strive when I initially started. I knew that I wanted to become the best at something, but I didn't know what the something was. And something that I can really say in terms of what it's provided me is to break through the art of perception. I think a lot of people perceive what they can and what they can't do, whereas Strive has really allowed me to not have any boundaries to what I can achieve. They've allowed me to be comfortable, they allowed me to be myself, and allowed me to have no boundaries. So my number one thing I want to achieve at Strive is to become the number one software sales recruitment business globally. Great leadership looks like a couple of different things. I think me as an individual, I like someone who is firm but fair. I'll give you Adam for an example. Adam is an extremely fair individual, someone who's given me a lot in my career, but when I've overstepped the line, he's quick to tell me I've overstepped the line. And for me personally, firm but fair is really important. Now, as A players need to be constantly challenged. And the top people, top salespeople, top professionals in any industry, you look at footballers, cricketers, rugby players, sportsmen, athletes, whatever it is, they have to be constantly challenged, and the top performers have a need for achievement. So when I talk about duality, you have to constantly challenge A players, but also highly, highly supportive. Right? Not only do I want someone pushing me along every step of the way, telling me when I've not done well, but I also want someone to show appreciation for what I've done, tell me when I have done well. And listen, recruitment in itself and sales is like, it's a really tough job. So with that, I want someone to put their arm around my shoulder when things don't necessarily go so well. So duality, highly, highly supportive, but at the same time, highly demanding. What I offer my teams is first-hand experience. Now, a lot of managers can sit behind their ivory tower, they can put their feet up on the desk and bark orders at people. I think The number one characteristic I try to live by is I would never ask an individual to do something that I wouldn't be willing to do myself. I've been in the trenches, I've been on the front line, I've been here when the going gets tough, I've been here when it goes great. I've witnessed the ups, I've witnessed the downs, I've witnessed when a deal drops, I've witnessed when a guarantee drops, I've witnessed when you've already spent the commission on the top of your head. The other aspect is that a lot of people say they care. I really do care. And a lot of people will say that, but like we'll sit there in an MBR and a QBR, and I don't just care about work. I don't just care about your output. I don't just care about the numbers, but we're going to spend half an hour talking about you. Because for me personally, when I look at how to get the best out of an individual, and this comes from Alex Elliott, one of our directors, is that he taught me about MRF. MRF is motivational rocket fuel. If I can find out what really drives you in a day-to-day business, what gets you out of bed at 6 a.m. and what makes you stay in the office till 8 p.m, if I can find out exactly what it is that drives you, then I'm going to get the best out of you. And then it goes down to the third principle for me is if I can align your goals, and if I can align the business's goals, and we can align that in pursuit of a shared outcome, that's going to bring everything together. So in terms of what I can offer from a leadership standpoint, those are the three sort of core principles in which I really do sort of live by.